Odes. It is King Rowie here, the king of beer tubers and the king of craft beer. The Christmas is over. I hope you all had a very, very Merry Christmas. I know I did. I drank a lot of good beer. I ate a lot of good cheese. Those are my two main sort of sources of nourishment, to be honest with you, are beer and cheese. I suppose beer in a way is just liquid bread and cheese is cheese. So in a way, I live off cheese sandwiches in a very weird, obscure, tragic kind of way. So it is Sunday. It is the first time of this month I've gotten around to doing it. So it is time for Shelf Turd Sunday, the turdliest, dirtliest day of the month, where instead of me going and buying a great craft beer from a local bottle shop or a tap room or bar or pub, I instead go to a supermarket and buy a shelf turd directly off the shelf. This is not to say that breweries that go into Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrisons, etc., this doesn't mean these are bad breweries. There is nothing snobby about this. I just like the phrase shelf turd. It is a great phrase, and you know, you do get some great beers in there now. I'm not disputing that. You do get some absolutely fantastic beers in there, and this beer used to be a favourite of mine. I've not had it in a good many years, but it is Kasteel Rouge original. This is an 8% Belgian beer, and because we all know beers taste nicer in the correct glassware, I have even got a proper Kasteel glass to get this one slurped out of. I'm pretty sure, well, I have kind of lied here, because I didn't actually buy this from Morrisons. I just know it's in Morrisons. I did buy this from the Kilpin Beer Cafe in Nottingham. But you can, I'm pretty sure I've seen this in Morrisons. I might be wrong. I've seen it in supermarkets, so therefore it comes under the shelf turd category. So yeah, it's an 8%er. It's from, where are we? It is from, so it's proudly brewed in the, oh, it doesn't even say proudly. So brewed within the Kingdom of Belgium. Brewed and bottled by Kasteel Brewery. It says it in bigger letters there. Van Honsbroek. I don't know how that's pronounced, but yeah, it's an 8%. I believe it's a originally I think it's a brown beer, but with a like a cherry liqueur added to it, so almost like a fortified weak beer. But I might be wrong, as that's how I remember this being. But I'm, again, like I said, apologies, I might be wrong on there. So it's 330ml bottle. I think it's about 350 in Morrie Bob's. So the slightly more expensive end of the shelf turd spectrum, but spectrum or no, shelf turd is still B. So yeah, we'll get this opened. I forgot I had this bar blade. I can't remember who it is. I think it's like, I don't know. But I put stickers on it, so I don't know who it is anymore. But yeah, that doesn't matter, does it? It's what's on the inside what counts, both in beers and on people. So a little bit of wiseness from the big lad here today for you. So yeah, there we go. Lovely. Probably could have poured it a bit better to get a slightly better a better bounce on it, but still looking pretty good to me. Let's have a little sniff. Well, it smells wonderful. We already know this is going to be better than, oddly enough, my last shelf turd video is my most viewed video ever outside of shorts. At the minute it stands just under 1,000 views, so I'm going to put the little box on this one, so anyone new watching it, if we can get that one watched and get it over 1,000 views, that would mean ever so much to me. Because I remember at one point where my shorts were getting 10,000 plus views a video. And by I remember the one time that happened. But yeah, that smells delicious. It smells bags of cherries. Do you know those cherry drop sweets that you used to get when you were a kid? It smells like them. I remember the first time I ever had this, it was in a 500ml can or something like that from a guy called Danny, who was the original beer, or one of the original beer buyers for Junkyard, and he gave me that epic bottle of the Harlan's red wine barrel aged even more Jesus from Evil Twin, which will be on the channel at some point this year, I imagine. I'll see if I can get someone in to do like a collab and share that with somebody. That would be absolutely magic. But yeah, the head's dissipated pretty much entirely now because I've been waffling on talking utter shite for a few seconds. So yeah, there's enough of that nonsense. Let's get it bloody slurped, shall we? A post-Christmas slurp. Slurpmas. I'm going to stop that. I'm not going to lie to you, that is not as nice as I remember it being, but it is still lovely. It is, you could pass that off as cherry pop. There's a little, very little amount of alcohol burn right at the very end to let you know that you are having a bit of a beer. But yeah, not on your wildest Nelly would you have guessed this was an 8% beer. It tastes like fizzy cherry juice. It is wonderful. If you've got friends who say they don't like beer, then don't give them a sour beer because ugh, gross. But something like this, it's sweet, it's strong. It is fruity. It's just got bags and bags of cherry. Just a big, delicious cherry beer. So, I'm not going to lie to you. This has banished those memories of that awful Duvel triple hop Citra. That was dreadful. This is a very nice, easy drinking 8% beer, 330ml bottle. Be lovely with a cheese board, be absolutely banging with a cheese board. Anything like this I always think would be great with a something like goat's cheese, something maybe, or anything that has a slightly sort of like acidic sort of tartness to it. So like a nice bit of like sharp goat's cheese, or maybe not Stilton, but like a piquant Roquefort or Gorgonzola. This would cut through that better than any wine ever could. For £3 something a bottle, this is a blinder. You cannot go wrong with this. This is delicious. And weirdly enough, it's not as good as I remember it being. So, fuck knows what. I thought I must have like came the first time I tried this, because it is very, very good. Ooh. There is another flavoured variation of this in Junkyard, so I will, or Kilpin, sorry. So I will pick that up, and there is a non-alcoholic version of this as well, because I will be doing, I'm not going to say dry January or any of that shit. I'm just not going to be drinking as much in January. And by that, I mean I'm not going to be drinking in January, but I'm not saying it was dry January. And I will still be going out to pubs, but just drinking maybe the non-alcoholic version of this. I've got some non-alcoholic Verdants, I've got some non-alcoholic Tracks, I've got some non-alcoholic Beaks, and I've got some mash gang. So there's plenty of stuff coming out and will be coming out over the month that I will be doing. And don't worry, I will be pre-recording some boozy videos to put up as well, so never you worry about that. And yeah, well, okay, well, we're actually 2 for 1 on, actually I don't really know. So the first supermarket beer I did was Power Move by Neon Raptor. I feel like there has been another one since then, but I might be wrong. And well, this is either the 3rd or 4th, and I think, you know, they're above the Mendoza line at the minute. Do you know what I mean? So the shelf turds they're certainly not holding their own, but they have not all been awful so far. And I'm going to throw this out as well. I'm not going to go out of my way to just pick bad supermarket beers to try and make some sort of like zany point about how all supermarket beers are terrible. I will be dealing with it fairly and squarely. I mean, if I put a Doom bar on or something, then obviously it'll be shite, because that is dreadful. But yeah. Oh, I might even did you guys have any cracking beers over Christmas Day? Obviously, I started my day with a double IPA, as I posted it Christmas Day morning. tragic. That was, I don't know what I was thinking there, but hey, it happened. I mostly drank double IPAs, to be honest with you. I finished the day with a huge glass of Bailey's, which really churned in my stomach and nearly made me shit my pants halfway through the night, but I plodded through. Shouldn't have said plodded. I powered through, and it was okay. So yeah, let me know if you had any great beers on Christmas Day, or if you chat yourself on Christmas Day. Let me know about that as well. It's what the people want to hear, isn't it? So. Well, that's that, innit? Pardon me. Happy Sheltered Sunday. I hope you have a, if you're watching this early enough in the morning and you've not been to the shops yet, get one of these, have it with your Christmas dinner, have it with your Sunday dinner. Do you know what I mean? Have it with that. It'll go great with it. Regardless of what you're having, beef, chicken, lamb, be fine with it. Do you know what I mean? Even if you're having a nut roast, which is just stuffing in it, which is great. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I may as well finish. It was only a mouthful there, innit? First beer of the day, this. Yeah. Well, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments. If you hate the video, let me know in the comments. And either way, just give your boy a like and a subscribe, because it's always super, super appreciated, isn't it? And take care of yourselves. And I think this is probably going to be my last beer review of... No, I won't. I'll do one on New Year's Eve. I was going to say this will be my last beer review of the year, but I won't. I will do one on New Year's Eve. But yeah, until then, obviously, take care of yourselves. Big love. And I'll see you in a bit. See you New Year's Eve. Take care of yourselves in a bit. Yeah, bye, 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 bye.